Alright everyone, and welcome back to the channel. This is round 7 review of the FIA Manufacturer Series Exhibition Top Split 4th slot. On to the start of the first lap, qualifying in 7th position, driving the Group 3 Hyundai Genesis. Now if you watch my previous videos, we've had quite a string of luck so far for this season. Up to this point, it's your best 4 rounds that count out of 8. And so far we had 3 7th place finishes and then a 5th place finish, finally breaking in the top 5 at Goodwood last time out. So leading into 4th slot, we actually ended up having 2 disconnects in slots 1 and 2, which dropped our driver rating down to the 57,000 mark, and I was quite a bit annoyed by that because I felt I had the pace to be able to improve my score. So being 4th slot, the points were as follows. First place was for just 240. So I would have to finish in the top 5 to get my goal of 200 points. Checking out some of the field. Painful Morpheum in P1, DNA in 2nd place, PX7 Grove, great friend of ours, in P3. And you'll notice there's another Hyundai driver. That's Apex Motorsports Super Chicken, occupying the 4th spot. So right at the start, I noticed Gabe Onyx and his McLaren 650S was going a little bit slow. Turns out he was on a harder compound, and we were able to easily make the pass for 6th place. Cycling through to lap 6, taking a peek at the gaps, and you'll notice Super Chicken actually has a shortcut penalty. Unfortunately, I was a little too far away, so that half a second penalty ensured that he maintained the 5th spot. End of lap 6. Here's the gap so far. Painful Morpheum has a substantial lead this early in the running. DNA Liam Neeson and PX7 Grove in a good battle for 2nd. Notice the Lamborghini Huracan of Ninja Bar actually ended up going into the pits. So the 2 Hyundai drivers, 4th and 5th. Here on lap 8, Painful Morpheum into the pits. And the next cars are actually going to follow him in. I opt, you know what? Run the Genesis. This car is really good on tire wear, and I'm pretty decent at maintaining my tires. I'm actually going to go out an extra lap. Up to this point, we have not led a lap this season, which would be the first time since the 2018 season that we haven't. So we have to stay out, but unfortunately, we come out in 2nd position. And the SRT Viper and Citroen are close right behind us. So here on lap 9, on the, I guess you could call it the back straight, I actually end up deciding, you know what, I'm going to lift, I'm going to let these 2 guys go through. I already know I'm going to hold them up. I'm on well-used soft compound, and I figure to maintain my sportsmanship rating of 99, I don't even want to think about getting a penalty. So you know what? Go ahead. I'm on a different strategy than you. I'm going to overcut. So go ahead. Now here on lap 10. Having pit at the end of lap 9 on softer tires, I'm able to make this crazy Daniel Ricciardo style, wouldn't even call it a dive bomb. He knew I was there, and I knew I had the braking power in this awesome Hyundai Genesis to make the pass stick. Later on, as we file into lap 11, I end up getting a good run on the Black Storm, and I'm able to take hold of 6th place as he lifts, so appreciate that, mate. lap 15. Good battle going on for that third position between Grove and DNA Liam Neeson, and I'm in the thick of things because I've stayed out longer than everyone else. So like I did previously in allowing drivers on faster compounds and better tires to make the passes, and do the same thing again here. There we go. Figure I'll follow suit and try and, maintain my tires behind him. Lap 16. AMS Super Chicken, Genesis holding P2, PX7 Grove and Citroen in third, DNA Racing in fourth, and my humble self, NRT Swordsman, representing Nezo Racing Esports. A little bit further on in lap 17, I finally am coming into the pits after doing 2 long stints on the soft compound. However, by coming in so late, my overcut's actually not going to work. And I'll drop from 4th place, put a little bit of fuel in, and come out of the pits in 6th position with just 3 laps to go. 6th place, still not a bad position. Would be rewarding a decent amount of points. However, it's not going to meet our goals quite yet. Ninja Bar going ahead and doing just his final lap on the medium compound. Comes into the pits. And in doing so, we're going to get ahead of him, but not by much. After 34 minutes of competition, this is as close as it can get. So I come out right ahead of him, but he's on fresher rubber. He tucks in and applies the pressure. Now, I was super nervous at this point. Of course I'm going to try and defend my line, but obviously not try and double defend. I want to make sure this is a well-matched, respectful battle. The Huracan, one of the fastest cars in a straight line, versus my Genesis, one of the slowest cars in a straight line. However, Genesis really good on tires, really good at rotation, especially in slow turns. So I plant the car on the apex as the leader has taken hold of the victory for Corvette. At this point, I had 0.1 fuel left, so I'm starting to freak out, like, oh my gosh, please don't run out of fuel, please don't do it. Huracan gets a really good run, planted on the apex, and to no avail, I run out of fuel. So unfortunately, although we were in a 200 point paying position after 35 minutes, at the 35 minute mark, shall I say, we unfortunately are going to end up in P6. So Painful Morpheum with the victory. Phoenix Division 7 Grove in P2. DNA Racing's Liam Neeson in third. AMS Super Chicken for Apex Motorsports in. Our competitor Hyundai is actually going to beat us and take fourth. Well done, mate. Always have a great time with the Apex drivers. We think we're going to finish fifth, but to no avail. 6th place. Not the greatest result, but then again, this was 4th split, and I feel like I had the pace to finish at least 7th, our cursed position in one of the higher points-paying lobbies. So there's the final results. As usual, we met our goal of having no penalties, no major issues. Maintain our blue S. And with that, we also maintain second place in Hyundai, well behind PX7 Windfire, with 22nd place in the region. I thank you so much for watching. As always, I invite you to subscribe, to like, to comment, and we'll see you in the next video. Thanks. Bye.